Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. Today, in our 39th video in the US 11 series, we began at the Tennessee state line within the city limits of Chattanooga. This will also be the last video of our second day of filming on February 19th, 2023. Over the course of this video, we'll be driving around the west and north side of Lookout Mountain and into the city of Chattanooga. We're in the Lookout Valley right now, which lies between Lookout Mountain to the right and Sand Mountain to the left. To be clear, when I say Lookout Mountain, I'm referring to the actual mountain that straddles the Georgia-Tennessee state line to the south of Chattanooga. The name can also refer to the mountain ridge that extends south all the way into Alabama. On the mountain itself, there's the town of Lookout Mountain, Tennessee, and the city of Lookout Mountain, Georgia, which we've partially covered in a video several years ago. We see an anomaly in the U.S. highway system, and that is a one-lane underpass that crosses under the CSX railroad tracks. There's no traffic control here, and I guess you just have to be polite and use common sense if you come upon a vehicle traveling in the opposite direction. Chattanooga, located in Hamilton County, Tennessee, serves as the county seat and ranks as the fourth largest city in the state. This city played a pivotal role in the American Civil War, owing to its strategic position as a convergence point for multiple railroads. Following the war, the presence of these railroads facilitated the remarkable growth of Chattanooga into one of the largest heavy industrial centers in the southeastern United States. Presently, the city's economy thrives on various major industries, including automotive manufacturing, advanced manufacturing, food and beverage production, healthcare, insurance, tourism, and corporate headquarters. Chattanooga continues to serve as a vital transit hub, intersected by several interstate highways and railroad lines. Positioned at the juncture of the Tennessee River, Chattanooga serves as a transitional point between the Ridge and Valley Appalachians and the Cumberland Plateau, both integral parts of the vast Appalachian Mountains. The city's official nickname, the Scenic City, pays homage to the picturesque surroundings of mountains, ridges, and valleys. Additionally, Chattanooga gained international recognition through the popular 1941 hit song Chattanooga Choo Choo by Glenn Miller and his orchestra. The fictional train in the song was said to have traveled from Penn Station in New York City to Terminal Station in Chattanooga. Terminal Station, which closed in 1973, was subsequently purchased by private owners who capitalized on the enduring popularity of the song. It was transformed into the Chattanooga Choo Choo Hotel, featuring the Glenn Miller Gardens on the converted outdoor train platform. Accommodation options include king and double queen rooms in the MacArthur Building, named in honor of the Southern Railway's last steam-powered freight train. Here we pick up concurrencies with U.S. Highways 41, 64, and 72, with all compass directions represented except for west. We're getting on to Lee Highway, which was a national auto trail in the days before the U.S. highway system. Lee Highway connected San Francisco, California to New York City, and US 11 follows a good bit of that old auto trail between here and Virginia. The road is also known as the Cummings Highway, named for a county judge of Hamilton County who was a pioneer of permanent road building and public improvements in the region. This is where we'll begin the drive around Lookout Mountain, visible ahead to the right. Here we get to the most interesting part of this drive. We're driving along the edge of Lookout Mountain, with most of the mountain above us, but after the next long curve to the right, we'll be between the mountain on the right and the Tennessee River on the left. To the left and down is Interstate 24, as well as the Norfolk Southern Rail Line, which run right on the edge of the river. Here on the Cummings Highway, we're at an elevation of 857 feet above sea level. I-24 just to our left is at an elevation of only 668 feet, which is about the elevation of the riverbank. To our right is Point Park atop Lookout Mountain at an elevation of 2,085 feet. So we're on this narrow, winding, undivided 4-lane highway with a mountain on one side and a 200-foot drop-off on the other. And looking back on old aerial imagery, the road is much like it was in 1950, when this was the only way to get to the tourist attractions of Chattanooga and Lookout Mountain. If you pay close attention to the roadside, you can see remnants of former roadside motels and cabin rentals, a rest area, and other touristy-related relics that aren't as easily identified anymore. You can also see Scenic Highway, which leads directly to Ruby Falls, one of the popular attractions here. Ruby Falls is an underground cascading waterfall inside the mountain that can be reached by an elevator trip down and then a lengthy hike through a cave. Just past Scenic Highway on the right is the Camp Ross Historical Site, which was the supply base for Tennessee troops during the Creek War of 1812 and 1813. Here we get off the mountain road and onto Broad Street in a neighborhood called St. Elmo. From here on, we'll be driving through a commercial corridor leading to the Chattanooga Business District. We cross under I-24 and we'll wrap up the video here. We'll be moving on to a new series now, but we'll be back in a couple of months with the remainder of US 11. Thanks for watching. We've enabled channel memberships, so for just $1 a month, you too can help support our channel. Click the link in the description to join. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, post a comment, subscribe, share and follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.